Also, like, literally everyone who plays this game tells me a different thing all the time. It's like, your biggest misstep is that you use the training hall at all. You should instead just only fight Digimon for stats. And then someone else comes up and is like, nah, you need to be using the Digifood thing, like, all the time. That's the problem you're making. And then someone else shows up and is like, yeah, you need to go buy the drinks in Mod Cape because it gives some kind of a boost or something. That's why you're, like, not just steamrolling the game. And I'm just like, why don't you all go make a playthrough on YouTube? All I'm gonna say in response to all of that is that if you have to heavy min-max the game to be able to make normal story progress, I consider that a flaw. Average people who play this game, and myself as well, I'm including myself in, like, the average person who plays this game. I don't want to have to min-max and do, like, every little tiny thing to just be able to scrape by doing the main story stuff. I think that's bad level scaling. I think some people get an idea that, like, and if they define bad level scaling as, like, they can have a different definition if they want. The way that I define bad level scaling is that you, like, by doing, like, an average amount, you then end up way too low leveled, and instead you have to, like, grind out of the wazoo to be able to proceed in the game. Some people think, like, oh, well, it's not bad level scaling because if you just, like, know everything in the game and play it 100% perfectly and, like, utilize every single little bitty, like, nitpicky thing in the game to like, play very, very specifically, then you can win. And I'm just like, that's bad level scaling. In my eyes. If you have to, like, be that incredibly nitpicky and specific about it. Because then it's just, like, it's not really, like, if you have to follow a very specific flowchart, I just find the game a lot more boring. If it's just, like, if you don't specifically do this, this, and this, then, like, every single time at every single step, then it basically just comes down to min-maxing. I don't like to just condense it into one word, min-maxing, because then people, like, hear min-maxing and they kind of check out. They're just like, yeah, min-maxing, whatever. But, like, if you have to min-max to be able to, like, continue to progress and have fun in the game, that's not fun for me. And I don't think it's fun for the average player either. So, like, every time I bring up in Next Order, like, yeah, the level scaling is, like, pretty poor. Like, 4 people come out of the woodworks like, well, actually, you didn't play 1000% absolutely optimally and do every single thing exactly the way that I would have done it. So, it's not the game, actually, it's just you. Despite, like, a bunch of other people saying, like, yeah, I also thought the level scaling was pretty bad. I ended up having to grind more than I wanted to. There's also definitely a level of it, like, there's a level of it where it's like you also can't, like, ignore the stuff. Because, I mean, I've been using the stuff. Like, I use the training foods a bit. I don't use it every single time, because that would get tedious to me. But, like, I use the training foods. I've used them. I've used the dishes at the restaurant. I've used the stock market. I've fought Digimon for stats. Like, I went and fought the Psychmon to stat grind up my champions and a little bit of my rookies, I think, even. I went and fought the Vegemon. I also do the stuff as well. It's not like I ignore. I'm not saying, like, you should just get to ignore the game mechanics, but then the game still lets you, like, breeze through. Because that's going too much. There's a happy medium, is what I'm trying to get at. It's definitely not, like, someone should not play the game and then, like, ignore the training hall. And, like, never use it and be like, well, I didn't progress through the game, but I didn't use one of the core game mechanics, but I should still be able to progress how I want. That's, like, that's too far in the opposite direction. Because then it's just, like, at that point, you're like, well, you're not really playing the game if you're completely ignoring one of the main game mechanics. That just means you don't like the game and you should probably play, like, Cyber Sleuth or something. Play a different Digimon game. But there's also, like, it works in both ways. Like, you want to have a happy medium. If the game requires you aggroed? That's weird. If the game requires you to, like, min-max utilize every single aspect of it, that's lame. I don't like that. if the game, you know, makes it where you can just ignore literally all the game mechanics but still win because it's just that easy and, like, made for babies, basically, that's also bad, because then the game is too simple. There's definitely a happy medium to be striked, and I think Next Order does not strike that happy medium very well. I learned a move, apparently. I didn't even see him go for a move. It's kind of like, the first thing that comes to mind for me is, Fire Emblem. Where, Fire Emblem has, like, stat gains and stuff like that. And people who play Fire Emblem, they have stuff like Maddening mode for, like, people who want to try hard really hard at Fire Emblem. And, you can do a lot of min-maxing in that game. But I played on hard difficulty. Like, Maddening is obviously meant for people who want to have to min-max the whole time. I played on hard difficulty on Fire Emblem Three Houses, and I took advantage of the shrine, of the statues and stuff, and some other things. I had a pretty good time with it, and I didn't have to min-max anything. That's kind of like, that's the kind of level scaling you want. I hate these Garurumon, dude. I, like, legitimately, literally hate them. They are so annoying, and so difficult to just avoid. Fighting them is such a chore. And the fact that they constantly inflict the slowdown effect. Oh, I hate this. I hate this fight. That is, I did not mean to click that move, game. That is not the move I wanted. Did I buy healing items? I don't think I did I? Which means coming here was a little bit of a waste. Because I just realized that I didn't buy any. But my word, these Garurumon are infuriating to fight. Yeah, I didn't buy any. That is the wrong Digimon to throw to. That was my bad misclicking. Just get me out. I don't care if Magnagemon gets, whatever. Over here. Injured. Yeah, there's no specific Digimon that are, like, OP. It's just a matter of if you have the good moves for the Digimon and their stats. But anyways, that's pretty much the end of that discussion. I think. About, like, level scaling and what's wrong with Next Order. Next Order still has a lot of good stuff going for it. It's still a fun game. I still have fun. But, like, every now and then you get hit with a spot, and the way, I feel like the spot of the game we're in right now is the most egregious part of it. Like, this is where it hits the worst. Where it's just like, my word, so much like grinding and rebirthing needs to be done if you haven't just been playing like optimally 100% the whole time, that it just becomes so incredibly tedious. And I realize I'm on hard mode too, by the way. And I'm not playing on normal mode, but I had these same experiences when I first played the game on normal mode. So, like, I feel like it applies to normal and hard mode. Like, the point still stands. More field! But yeah, that's how I feel about the game. And I know some other people feel the same way because they've told me as such. You get 3 of these, but it takes 2 days. This might actually be worth it. HP, Wisdom, and Speed on a training item. It's pretty good. We don't really need more meat. I think I'm going to grow these for at least a couple of days because I'd like to have them for when we rebirth. And then we'll just stick with meat and hunks of meat for now on the other 2. I don't think you can change the difficulty in the game. No. You might be able to, though. If I go to System, maybe? No? It wouldn't be in Save. Yeah, the Save menu just opens up this. Yeah. I don't really know where else I could go to find, like, an option menu to... Oh, I got a stuff in my throat. To change difficulty. Yeah, about 2,000 more experience to go to the next level up. It would be really nice if any of the stock market options could pay out, so that we could using the restaurant would definitely help a bit to get some more stat ups, but we're not exactly rich in money right now. And if I want to do anything other than just sit in the training hall every day, then I need to buy healing and MP items to go do stuff. It's a setting you can talk to a Digimon in Gigimon's house. I mean, I'm not going to change the difficulty to normal out of hard, because we're almost at Megas. And when we get to Megas, so I'm not even going to bother talking to any of these guys, to be honest. Once we get Megas, we'll be able to proceed. Oh, right. I need to go set the stock market. You're right. I forgot. Doing it around midday is a good time to do it. Go in here. Hello, level up my stock market, please. Yo, now that I've complained about some of my grievances with Next Order, let's talk about some of the things I love about Next Order. I am a sucker for any video game that gives you, like, a gather material, upgrade a location setup. I love leveling up Floatia. And I did Shroom, I went on my little rant before I could read your comment earlier, but I did see your comment earlier where you said, like, every time I see Floatia, I think it says Florida, which I just want you to know I find hilarious. But, I love leveling up the stuff in this game. I even love leveling up the training hall stuff by having to pay Kabuterimon. I just love making progress in video games, especially in such a physical way that it, like, boosts your stuff for everything else as well, because it, like, makes other things better that just continue to build upon one another in the game. I really love it. I think I'm just gonna use the training hall to get out of this day and get some stat ups. Because we're not getting very many stats from the Digimon we can fight anymore anyways. So I think, like, our only option now is to just hope we hit the mega requirements and get to them. And I'm actually gonna min-max a little bit for all the min-maxers out there. I'm gonna train, like, once or twice and then immediately step out of the room in hopes that it gives me a praise opportunity. Alright, that's 1300 speed on Mach Galgamon. I'm gonna let it tick over to 18, and then I think we'll be hungry. Yeah.
Over here. Time to eat. Who's hungry?
There you go. They're both age 11. Can you digivolve into Mega? It's somewhere between 12 to 14 you can digivolve into Mega. I don't remember. I want to say 14, but I think it might be 12. We do not have all the key points for Mach Galgamon. Oh, we lost the weight key point. That's probably why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we have Wisdom, that's 6. Weight needs to get under. I need to feed you some Digistock now. Yeah, you're only at 54. I'll feed you guys some Digistock the next day.
Okay, let's go.
Hit me with a rest. And then we should get 2 more trainings in before day is over. Bathroom? Nope. Why don't you give me a training thing or whatever? Yeah, thank you.
Keep getting stronger.
Alright, good on speed. Give me some strength. Now, bathroom.
Stay focused.
And, some stamina. Is it another 10,000 to level up the things when they can go to level 3, or is that, do you have to spend like 100,000 on that? I don't remember. And we'll find out when I get it all the way up.
Sleepy time.
The Massymon, welcome to stream. Micho, welcome to stream as well. I subbed to your YouTube a year ago. Oh, that's neat. A happy 1-year YouTube anniversary. Alright, here, take some Digistocks.
Who's hungry? Who's hungry?
Need to get your weight back down for Mirage Galgamon. Praise? Thank you.
Yeah.
More Mirage Galgamon stuff. Oh, we got a lot of stuff on Cherubimon and Jesmon there. That's really good. Wisdom and MP on Cherubimon. I want to see that. Okay, Cherubimon good needs really high stats. Actually, MP is only 6,000. That's surprisingly low. I'm actually surprised you don't have 6,000 MP. But Wisdom 2200 is too high. So I think it's very likely, unless we get Seraphimon, because he's the key Digi for Magnamon, or Magna Angemon, I mean, we'll probably end up getting Marine Angemon. But I don't care as long as we get a Mega. We have all the info on Mirage Galgamon, and we have hit his Wisdom requirement. So we just need his weight to be under 49 or to get 45 victories. Because we're not going to get to 10,000 HP. Alright, so that guaranteed. We've got Mirage Galgamon in the bag. Like, no way we don't. We just have to hope we can hit Seraphimon or Marine Angemon. Marine Angemon looks super likely. Hello. I am begging you for the prices to be anything other than dirt poor just once in my life. Really need those bone ornaments to go up. Those are some insanely blue stonks. Ridiculously blue. Dabba-dee, dabba-die, etc., etc. Bum, 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 bum. Hello. How long does the other thing have? It'll be done tomorrow? Yeah, it takes 2 days. We'll get a couple of those spotted tomatoes for the next time we rebirth. We're going to want to use those, definitely. So I'll leave it growing probably until we rebirth, and then I'll maybe switch it to something else. No, I think only getting 1 Mega would be too big of a difference between the lifespans. That'd be like a 4 or 5 day difference, I think. That's too much. Like, it's not unmanageable, but it'll mean a lot more. It'll lead to a lot more having to grind up. I'm just gonna sell these. It'll lead to a lot more scenarios of being like, oh, we can't progress right now because one of our Digimon just died, so we have to spend like 4 days grinding them back up to Ultimate, and then by the time they get to Ultimate or Mega, the other one dies like a day or 2 later, and it's like, well, guess what you get to do again? I'm gonna sell all this too. Look at all that money. I want to see real quick. I think I'm gonna buy 2 of these and see if with this is like a $4,000 experiment that I might be throwing money away at. I'm gonna see if with these utility pluses we can beat the stupid Vegemon Woodmon combo. Because I really think that it's just like, we could win any of those fights if it wasn't 3 of them at once. And I don't think there are many more fights like that after that one, at least not immediately after. I just really want to win that fight and then, like, get to go into the meaty troops thing and, like, talk to the other Digimon and get more stuff to join town. I just want to get past this one fight to make a little more progress. Bum, 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 bum. See you later, Numa Numa. Thanks for coming to stream, dude. Thank you for the gift subs. Greatly appreciated. I just saw your message in chat. Sorry if you already left. Give me all of this. I wonder if... I don't think Mirage Galgamon, or Mach Galgamon isn't going to Digivolve today. I think we have to go through one more day to Digivolve him. I was wondering if he might Digivolve to Mirage Galgamon on the way over. That'd be nice. Bum, 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 bum. I have not gotten any best meat in the game yet. We got the well-done meat or whatever it was. Chat thought it was the best meat, but it wasn't. You guys have to go to the bathroom. You know what? We'll detour. I won't go get those materials. Nah, I want these materials, though. Just use the porta potties. You have so many of them. want these materials. I want the tamer experience. More than anything else at this point. More than I actually want the materials. Yeah, we're really close to level 26. Oh, another orange banana. That's another 500 bit right there. Don't mind if I do. Give me. 7 Digilight? Oh my goodness. That is just chock full of Digilight.